These are 20 times Anthony Edwards stopped the internet.
Kicks it out for Edwards. Anthony Edwards! Elevation!
And coming up first was during this NBA season when Anthony Edwards showed off with the crossover and then the posterizer right after. Anthony Edwards has become one of the most exciting players in the NBA, and he wasn't even finished exciting the fans because later on in this game he knocked down the dagger.
Caught in the corner, fires, cash money!
A step back fadeaway over a center is absolutely diabolical.
He was so surrounded I couldn't even see him. What?
Anthony Edwards is only 23 years old. Yes, 23, and he already has one of the best dunk mixtapes of all time.
Need a dress shoe. Edwards! Just electrified the crowd.
He still has at least another 5 years until his prime, which is absolutely outrageous to think of. So I can't even imagine the future posterizers we're about to witness.
Everybody in this arena is standing up right now. This arena is shook.
But not all of Ant's highlights are dunks, because on this play here, he snaps Dante Exum's ankles.
We've seen it throughout the series. That's a defense.
Edwards, three.
So not only do you have to worry about getting dunked on, you also have to worry about getting your ankles snatched too.
Hey, Dante Exum touched Mother Earth.
And my favorite thing about Anthony Edwards is that he will trash talk anyone, even including his idol Kevin Durant.
KD picks him up. What a hezzy. Slams on the brakes. Edwards!
Nice fake. And he won the foul.
Anthony Edwards absolutely cooked his idol when he made all these ridiculous shots in a row.
Edwards around the double team. Gotta look. Butter. Ant-Man in full effect.
And then he let Kevin Durant hear about it.
He's talking some trash to Durant. Really, I mean, this is surprising, but he went out.
Ant-Man!
Have you ever seen a man fly because you're about to? Because Anthony Edwards took flight.
And also has 4 assists. Edwards to the basket. Skies a jam.
Nothing wrong with his knee.
He damn near knocked himself out by smashing his head on the ring. I thought everybody in the NBA already knew not to trash talk Anthony Edwards, but Draymond Green just couldn't help himself, and then he found out the hard way.
And a foul. And Edwards taking exception to Draymond Green. Draymond's talking to the wrong guy.
Anthony Edwards then proceeded to absolutely cook the Warriors and ice off the game.
Got the lay-in.
And then he started talking crazy to the whole Warriors squad.
Edwards again, 33, and has something to say to the Warriors bench.
You can't blink while watching an Anthony Edwards game because he'll come flying in for a putback dunk.
Oh, Vassell just missed the steal. McDaniels can't make him pay, but Edwards follows up.
I didn't think it was possible for humans to be able to jump this high. Anthony Edwards keeps evolving his game, and now he's even pulling off these ridiculous Kobe-like jump shots with incredible footwork.
We'll keep our eye on him for the fourth quarter to step up yet again.
Which way did he go? Edwards!
That is a damn thing of beauty, and it's not a fluke because he did the exact same thing against the Warriors.
Oh, putting the moves on Wiggins, and he scores!
This is just some absolute cookery. And coming up next is when Anthony Edwards completely broke the internet when he got it done on both ends of the floor to win the game against the Celtics.
Edwards off balance. Oh, the strip. Tatum goes down. And a jump ball.
This was a moment where the NBA world realized that Anthony Edwards might be the next big superstar.
House, Mike Conley that time. Mike said, no.
Edwards! Yes, sir!
He could not miss from any spot on the court and was making some absolutely ridiculous shots.
Putting it up. And in! In fuego!
And it started to become a common occurrence where Anthony Edwards would completely take over games because he did the exact same thing against the Pacers when he made these clutch shots.
Edwards again. Gets inside and Edwards hits.
And then to save the game, he pulled off one of the best chase down blocks we have ever seen in the NBA.
Out, they advance the ball. Nesmith lays it up.
Oh, man. A defensive play as Nesmith was trying.
This guy really risked his life to get the win. That could have ended really badly. And Daniel Gafford, he risked his life when Anthony Edwards came flying in and finished all over him. Standing in the paint as Anthony Edwards is driving is just asking for a death sentence.
Are you kidding me right now?
And later on in that game, Anthony Edwards clutched up to keep the Timberwolves season alive as he knocked down these consecutive jump shots to force a Game 5.
Edwards looking to make a move. Jones in the lane. Spins, leans, fires, good.
I think every single NBA fan in the world wants to see an Anthony Edwards vs Luka Doncic rematch.
Edwards, another screen, up two. Big time shot. That is absolutely huge.
And Anthony Edwards completely bullied Sengun and sent him home in bruises when he dunked on him twice in one game.
Edwards, oh my! On his head.
I wouldn't wish this type of fuckery on my worst enemy.
Oh! Hide your wife! Hide the kids!
And coming up next, Anthony Edwards throws down one of the most ridiculous self-alley-oops we've ever seen in the NBA.
Look at the moves by Edwards. Swashbuckling and slamming!
I don't think anyone in the building was expecting Anthony Edwards to even attempt something like that.
Are you kidding me, Ant-Man?
And now it's time for the top 5 Anthony Edwards moments that stopped the internet. And at number 5 is when Anthony Edwards completely baptized Gabe Vincent.
Ant off the feed, and Anthony Edwards showed that Ants can kill.
The ref called the foul on Anthony Edwards and tried to ruin the moment, but everyone still considers this one of the greatest dunks ever. At number 4 is one of the most shocking moments of Anthony Edwards' career, when he completely shocks the world by defeating the defending champs with this dagger 3.
Corner, Edwards, aim, shoots. Timeout.
And Anthony Edwards is so cold that he started waving goodbye to the crowd.
The defending champions are gonna fall.
Coming in at number 3 is the game that I realized that Anthony Edwards not only is one of the best players in the NBA, he might be the next face of the NBA when he completely humiliated the Suns.
Edwards lines it up. Edwards with a deep shot.
This was a huge moment in the NBA world because everyone saw it as a passing of the torch as Anthony Edwards swept one of the greatest players of all time.
Edwards, the jumper. He's got it.
And not only did he sweep them, he threw down one of the most ridiculous poster dunks ever.
Edwards.
Oh, Edwards! A signature slam!
Which got me jumping out of my chair. I don't think I'll ever forget this moment.
Skywalker, Anthony Edwards.
He caught fire at the end of the game to complete the sweep.
Turns and hits. Anthony Edwards in takeover mode.
Ant looked like he had no flaws in this series as he was getting it done on both ends of the floor.
Booker the drive, denied.
Coming in at number 2, Anthony Edwards almost knocks himself out on the ceiling as he throws down one of the greatest dunks in NBA history.
Lucky that wasn't turned over.
Anthony Edwards, that time he does finish.
I have no idea how the defender would ever recover from something like this. He must have some serious trauma.
With the exclamation.
And at number 1, in my opinion, is the greatest dunk we have ever seen in NBA history. No matter how many times I watch this dunk, it is still diabolical every time.
For Utah, Edwards gets it back and threw it down and won.
This posterizer was so brutal that John Collins left the game with concussion. And Anthony Edwards dislocated his finger from how hard he threw it down.